I saw the video, one of the things that come to me is that he mentioned that according to him, none can defend all of the votes that he got through elections. And one striking thing in my head is that means even while you were the governor of Rivers State, you cannot say that all the votes you got was an organic vote. Maybe the people intentionally come outside to do that for you. And it wasn't sounding like a mere talk for me. It was sounding more like a revelation, like a confession, just like I would say to that of Oshiomhole, because he is a part of the politics. When he say Nigerian politicians get away with anything, he is a part of it. And by himself, with his mouth, he said that poverty led him into politics. And it is making me to wonder, oh, you mean that most of the people that we have up there, they are there to amass wealth? Because if he can say that poverty led him to be a part of politics, it means that a lot of people up there are there for the money bag. But then let me come to Treasure. What was your own first thought when you got the video? Another kind of revelation, or did you see any kind of call to action in what he said?
Yeah, I love that word, call to action. I love the fact that this confession is coming. And I equally, if it were to be anybody saying something about somebody else who is not in power, doing things that that will affect the leaders or that will affect the government, I'm sure just a little of 1/4 of this confession from them is enough for them to just look at, like Alex just rightly mentioned. If you cough, so long whatever you are saying is not in their favor, they come hard on you, right? Just imagine this revelation is about somebody who is not into power. The government would have gone so hard on the person. Now, the thing that comes to my mind when I got this video is, what should Nigerians do now? Because once there is revelation, brings about action, as it is happening now, with all that, the confession from Adam Oshiomhole is a very big one, is a deep one. What should Nigerians be doing now? You see, we understand the power of incumbency. We understand that these people can, you said something that they didn't destroy. They kill, they steal, they kill. Of course, they are destroying this country. And I think it is high time for Nigeria. We now have something to lay hand on. We have something. It's no longer an issue of somebody is trying to tarnish their image. Oshiomhole is still in the corridor of power. Oshiomhole knows, and just like Amaechi said, he said, you cannot sweep me, you cannot wish me away from the history of APC. He knows he has been a governor under the government of APC, under the party, and whatever he's saying is even including himself. Adam Oshiomhole said something. He said, "None of you here can deny," and Amaechi is saying the same thing, that none of you here will say, So they know the fact. I love the fact that they are saying that all of them are aware of the fact. So what I'm saying now is, what should Nigeria? It is the right time for Nigerians to act based on this information. And I tell you, if any move should be made now, honestly, results will come out.
Yeah, definitely. Results will come out if any move should be made. But then let me come to Alex. Considering that Amaechi was once a governor and once upon a time Minister of Transportation, would you say that he was a part of the politicians who were there to steal, to kill, and remain in power? How would you rate his tenure as a governor and then Minister of Transportation? Do you think he's guilty as charged for what he has said?
Yeah, my opening remarks, I did tell you that he's saying this because he's no longer within the corridors of power. If Amaechi was within the corridors of power, he won't be saying this. Of course, he is as guilty as charged. He was governor for 8 years. His protege, Wike, of course, we saw what happened between the two of them. Or as we speak, the two of them, they follow one road. Wike is still in power by virtue of the fact that he's in this government, and Wike is even laying claim to be the godfather of Rivers politics. So, and this is what they all do. They all kill, they all steal, and when you kill and steal, that's destruction already. So, and they want to remain in power by every means possible. Every means possible. And we're seeing signs of that in this administration. We even saw that. Of course, we're seeing it because look at what is happening now. They are on the neck of the Plateau State governor. They want him to join APC. That was what they did to the then governor of Ebonyi State, who is now the minister of Dave Umahi? I think the minister of Dave Umahi, transport or whatever it is, works. Thank you. So it was PDP. They told him to join APC. They were doing all of this so as to remain in power. And of course, you saw the Senate president was also PDP. Huge fraud case on his head. The moment he joined APC, they swept that all under the carpet. So they're doing this to remain in power, strategizing. If they have something on you, they will use it to attack you and then make you come join them, so that when you join them to beef up their numbers. By that, they will stand a chance of getting So he's also part of the system.
Okay. While we wait for that, I would also like to talk about the part where he said people has short memory. He was saying that voters they cannot categorically say that all of those votes can be accounted for, and it is making me to ask questions. Should we then blame the people who had casted their vote? I mean, if I am a person and as an individual I go out, okay, let me just exercise my constitutional right by casting my vote. I have done my best. Will I stand on the neck of the INEC?
The voters are not to be
that's just my concern. And he said people has short memory. So should we then say that the people are to be blamed for casting I've casted my vote. Should I go and stand on the neck of INEC to be able to know how INEC went about with my
talking
votes?
about, reacting to what he said about people having short memory, he actually did not exclude himself. He said, just like Alex will always say, that one of the biggest mistakes Nigeria has made is to INEC giving us a man like Tinubu as president. Him saying that the people have short memories. Just imagine a situation whereby they know that this person has questionable record, and this is coming out in the first place to buy tickets to run for a particular position. As in that first step alone shouldn't even be allowed, shouldn't be tolerated based on the record that people know about this person. So for anybody who has a questionable reputation to have been given the ticket to even to run campaign, it is the I don't what God called if the foundation be destroyed, what would the righteous do? That is how I see it. So that we forget memory, we forget the history of people who are into dirty business coming out to say they want to lead us, and we allow them. I think that is what Amaechi said, and he's not excluded, because even when he was the governor of Rivers State, we can tell all the things he did then. None of them are excluded, and honestly, I see this as a revolution. Time will come that these people will be out of ideas. I see that coming. All these are leaders that are leading the people in a very bad way. They are going to come short of ideas, and when of course, the people will come after them. That is what I can say to that.
All right. So, Alex, you were saying something earlier, but we lost you at some point. Can you pick up your point from there?
Oh yes, I was saying something about Amaechi being as guilty as charged, because he was also part of the system. He wouldn't be, if Amaechi were to be the minister, he wouldn't be saying this. Trust me, he will be there singing the praises of Tinubu, telling Nigerians how these policies of Tinubu will improve the country's economy in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months or 1 year. That's what he'll be saying. And so, because he's no longer there, he's now coming to tell us the truth. Maybe he's Mr. Perfect or Mr. Clean or whatever. No, he's as guilty as charged. And to also add a little to what Treasurer said, Nigeria has short memory. Yes, because if not, how can somebody who has huge question mark run for political office. That person too no get conscience. He shouldn't in the first place pick up expression of interest form. And if he's so daft and so stupid and wants to pick up the form, the party will tell him, okay, no, you can't run for politics in this country again. See your record. But they will collect it from him. And then he will win because they always rig elections. And people will go and support that same person. Yes, because he will give out money. So that's basically what he meant by Nigerians have short memory. We not that we have short memory, but sometimes because of stomach infrastructure, you can just ignore the guy's bad record. So long as he's giving you stomach infrastructure, no problem. You collect your own share, and anything will happen may happen. But that's bad, very very bad.
Well, experience, they say, is the best teacher. Maybe now that Nigerians are now experiencing what it means, they are now experiencing the consequences of having a bad memory or having a short memory. Maybe come 2027, we will be able to remember a time like this and all of the things that we experienced in the first 4 years of this administration. That is, if it doesn't rerun for the election. Well, then I think it is important for us to take this next story.
Sorry.
Okay.
Before taking another story, I think talking about 2027 election, Amaechi said something, and I would like to get Alex's thoughts on that. He said, if you think Tinubu will give you power come 2027, you are wasting your time. Which, by that statement, is telling Nigerians that there is no need coming to vote. He's telling Nigerians, don't waste your energy because Tinubu will, at all costs, retain his position. So I don't know. What do you think at this point, with this deep revelation coming from these people, what do you think Nigerians should be doing? What do you think? Just imagine PDP being the ruling party now, and all this revelation is coming out about PDP. What do you think APC, based on what they are known for, what do you think they will be doing at this point with all this information that is coming out? Let's assume all this information is coming out against PDP. What do you think the people should be doing now with what Amaechi have told us concerning the people in power, how they can kill and still to be imposed, to remain in power?
If you notice one thing, Amaechi did not really how do I put it now? He did not really talk about political parties because they're all the same. He was particular about politicians, whether you're PDP, your APC, your APGA, your LP, they're all the same. Because Amaechi himself was a PDP person and later jumped ship and went to APC. Tinubu was never an APC person from the onset. Action Alliance, ADC or Action, whatever it is, can't remember again now.
Action
and
Congress.
They all joined forces to come to set up APC. Of course, we know of Buhari. We know, so he wasn't really particular about political parties. So they are all the same. All of the Wike is, half APC, half PDP. They've told him, look, join them, decamp. He doesn't want to decamp. The party cannot even be bold enough to sanction him because they know what they are gaining from him. The other day, it was revealed how governors went cap in hands, begging him to give them money for them to run for election. PDP governors, So if they remove him from their party, those PDP governors will not even be bold enough to go, except they want to join him in APC. They won't be bold enough to go to him and beg him money. So he wasn't talking about political parties. He was talking about politicians generally. Treasure, they're all the same. If let's assume that PDP is in power, if he's saying this, it's still the same thing. But now, even the PDP, do they have the moral justification